We end tonight with an update on a story that we brought you a few months ago. At the time, we said it was the favorite story of everyone in the newsroom and the most amazing picture we'd seen in a while. So here's Dr. Jon LaPook with the update and that picture.
This is 3-year-old Grayson Clamp hearing the voice of his father, Len, for the very first time.
Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you.
Grayson was born without the nerve that helps connect the ear to the hearing center in the brain. In April, he became the first child in the U.S. to receive an auditory brainstem implant as part of an FDA-approved clinical trial. The device on his ear collects and transmits sound through wires threaded through the skull. Those wires connect to an implanted electrode that sits in the brainstem. This is Grayson now with his mother, Nicole.
5 months have gone by since the operation. Can you describe what's happened, what Grayson's development has been like?
It's like a little miracle every time he hears something to me. But he's starting to develop speech.
The Clamps became Grayson's foster parents when he was 7 weeks old. About a year later, they learned he was completely deaf. Shortly after getting the news, the Clamps were given the option to adopt Grayson.
When you found out that he was profoundly deaf, did you have any misgivings about going ahead with the adoption?
No. We talked about what kind of parent does a deaf child need? Do they need to be with deaf parents? Do they need to be with hearing parents? What's the best situation for him? And it seemed like it was to stay with us.
Sounds like Grayson just worked his way into your heart.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Grayson's teachers say he spontaneously says a few words, like up, go, and bye-bye. He also just learned one new word.
Ball, and I know that because I told him to go get the ball, and he just went and got it.
Despite this kind of progress, Grayson has a lot of catching up to do. Since he was a toddler, he's been communicating with hand gestures.
You want to make him go up?
Now he has to link sounds with their meaning, one word at a time. Dr. Craig Buckman of the University of North Carolina performed the surgery.
For somebody as young as Grayson, where do you see him in terms of maybe in the future if everything goes right?
You know, I just don't know, honestly. I mean, we're going to have to see where he goes. I mean, I'm really, really hoping for him to develop meaningful spoken language.
You want him to be a normal kid and young man, just like every parent wants for their kid.
No, I don't want him to be normal, actually. I want him to be extraordinary.
To anyone who's met Grayson, he already is. Dr. Jon LaPook, CBS News, Durham, North Carolina.